I think Butler University's College of Liberal Arts and Sciences is one of the best providers of experiences that bridge humanities, social sciences, and hard sciences.
I really think that Butler is a place where you can do lots of different things. And service learning is just one, but there are many ways for you to reach back into the community and find things that you can do for a lifetime.
One is community outreach, and the other one is community engagement. So this gives our students the opportunity to reach out to our non-for-profit organizations in the community and interact with them in a win-win situation where our students receive academic credit.
I really enjoyed being able to meet students from a variety of backgrounds, and I thought it was really important to see how we can all work together and collaborate.
I think especially this study abroad experience, it's less students to discover the world. It's very different from you just staying 4 years in a college on campus.
So students have a plethora of different internship experiences that they can choose from. And this has a huge impact on their professional development.
So I definitely think that it taught me, that I for sure want to work and live abroad someday. I think this experience taught me the importance not only of just the cultural differences, but also the work culture differences between the United States and other countries. I think there's so much benefit to being able to work and engage with people from different backgrounds.
Butler has a very personal approach. We know our students, and this program, the Global Adventures in the Liberal Arts, is just another example of that. I mean, students will get to know Butler faculty even more. I mean, they will hang out with them 24/7 when we're abroad and when we're traveling and we're going places. And it's a way for students to have access to us and to our expertise in ways that I don't think a lot of other schools are able to do.
Well, I think one of the things that makes my class unique is that I have a partner at the Indiana School for the Blind and Visually Impaired. So that is our community partner, which is what service learning, or I should say ICR, is about here at Butler. With that partner at ISBVI, we have projects that we provide for both her students and my students in any given semester.
Well, a few times during the class, we would get to go to ISBVI and work with our partners on a group project. And then we had other times where we could go to ISBVI to volunteer on our own time. And then just in general, I think faculty and staff at Butler do a really good job of showing you how important your coursework is to the Indianapolis community and finding ties in the community that make your coursework seem worthwhile and show you how it's applicable in the real world.
I think that what the service learning is something we've had for a number of years now, and every semester I feel like I've reached another group of students. I have helped them see the world in a different way, and I think that's a unique experience. Not everybody gets that opportunity.
Well, the main platform that we engage our students with the community is called EPICS. EPICS stands for Engineering Projects in Community Service, and provides a vehicle for students to form teams and work with non-for-profit organizations that have an information technology need. So today I wanted to speak a little bit about one of them, and it's called the Guide Dog app. This is an app that you can run on your cell phone, and it's used by the blind and visually impaired students over at the Indiana School of the Blind and Visually Impaired.
I think this work helped prepare me for my future career by giving me opportunities to work with people from a variety of backgrounds. I really enjoyed meeting people from all walks of life at ISBVI and Butler alike, and encouraged me to seek ways in the community that I can create positive changes in the Indianapolis area and my home community.
I think by being exposed to such a realistic situation, they will be ready to make the transition from the academic bubble to the real world. So when they go out and find a job, they would know how to talk to a client. They understand the realistic constraints that come with a real project, like there are not enough resources, there's always lack of time, how do we meet deadlines, how do we work in a team of 100+ people, so these are all of the things, in my opinion, through the EPICS program prepares them for real life.
I offer a 5-week study abroad opportunity for students to participate in an archaeological dig, and they come to Greece and live in a town for 5 weeks and participate hands-on in archaeology. As part of an archaeological field school, students are really active and engaged in the process of participating as part of a team. So we're a big, happy team, and they get to actually dig and excavate. They take part in archaeological recording, close observation, the interpretation of what they see in the ground, of material culture. And that's on site. They also, as part of a team on site, get to work with their peers. They work closely with the supervisor, and they learn how to be archaeologists on the spot. So at the end of 5 weeks, they're trained up and ready to go. And then in addition to that, they work in a local museum, helping to process all the things that we find. So they might spend time making sure that materials that we excavate get cataloged, photographed, described in great detail. They do a little bit of research. And then on the weekends, we travel. It's really important for students to get that sense of travel and not just seeing a place from the windows of a bus. They're actually living in a small town with people and working with people from Greece during the day. So, and then hanging out with them on the weekends and in the evenings. So it's a really good experience for them. In addition to that, anyone who's interested in archaeology really gets to experience that hands-on. And even if they're not interested in archaeology, it's really good. You learn really good skills at just working as a team.
So I'm involved with the GALA program, which stands for the Global Adventures in the Liberal Arts. And the program is 1 semester. And it usually focuses on one particular part of the world. So there have been galas in Europe, in Australia, in Latin America, which is my area of the world. And it fulfills core courses. It's geared towards sophomores. And so it's with Butler faculty. One faculty member is with the group for the entire semester, and then other faculty members come in to teach their courses. And it's really a wonderful opportunity for students to go abroad and yet still be part of the Butler family. Students learn more about the world, not only by taking courses, but taking courses while being there. So it opens them up to the world. I think having those kinds of experiences and having the confidence, a lot of what I see with students, once they've completed a GALA program, then they want more. And so they will go travel on their own, or they will travel with their family, or they maybe seek an internship abroad. Sometimes I had a student who made wonderful contacts and on one of the GALA programs and was able to set up an internship abroad. So it's very tangible kind of experiences that can lead to career opportunities.
I work for the Democratic Caucus, where I am the legislative intern for 3 representatives. So I get to handle their calendar, their emails, and communicate with constituents. Thanks to that internship, I'm able to apply some of the material that I've learned in some of my multiple political science classes and international studies classes. Thanks to this opportunity, I'm able to understand the legislative process, all the ins and outs of it, I'm there firsthand, so I'm there actually walking the bill over to the representative, and I'm able to collect data from the surveys that all the representatives sent out to their constituents. So I'm able to literally see the voice of the people. Thanks to the faculty, advisor for Latinx Student Union and the International Club and all these different organizations in the Diversity Center, I've been able to participate in a lot of community-based outreach and connect with Indianapolis. I make this my home away from home.
I lead the Singapore part of the Butler in Asia program, and this program has run for about 4 years now. And what students get out of this international internship experience is that they get the chance to work for about 6 weeks at an internship of their choice. And then they also get to do a week of study tour. Students can earn academic credit from this internship experience. I think that the Butler in Asia program offers a lot more than just academic experience or work. So I think one of the most important things that this program offers is an opportunity for students to develop intercultural competencies and also an open-mindedness that they may or may not develop in the classroom itself.
Overall, this experience has impacted me just in a really positive way. I was able to get so much out of it, both from a professional perspective, but also a cultural perspective. I think it taught me just how much I enjoy being in other countries and learning from other cultures. I think overall, I have been impacted in a way that I learned so much, not only about just the different culture, but also work culture. And so I think gaining this experience, especially right after my first year at Butler, and getting to engage not only with other Butler students, but also with a whole company of people in Singapore was such a cool experience. And I think it's definitely helped me in my development as I've gone through the rest of my years here.
I think with all these resources, opportunities, help students to understand better the world. All we've been learning at Butler, it's just a book knowledge. But when they land it in China, in Shanghai, they see with their own eyes what the Chinese language is, how they can use it, and then what East Asia is.
If you truly want to be a global citizen, I think Butler is the place to be.
Don't limit yourself. It's not only you study medicine or engineering programs. You should also have the knowledge of the world. You know, you understand the world that you are living in. Also, you don't understand where the small town or only the country where you are staying in. You know what's the whole world are going on, right? So you need this knowledge, and LAS is providing you with this knowledge, not only to learn those knowledge, but also be able to analyze, to understand the world better, to understand yourself better, and then you can find out your potentials.